has its own particular theme. The monsoon season in Singapore has a theme, correct? And that theme is what? Rainy, cool. And what does that allow you to do when it's rainy and cool? What does it not allow you to do when it's rainy and cool? For one, you have difficult time staying dry. Now, you can bring an umbrella and go out and face your day, but it doesn't guarantee that you're going to be dry. Your feet are probably going to get wet. Very seldom does it rain straight down and there's puddles. But what if you knew ahead of time that it was going to rain? What do? You go to the weather forecast. Because somehow they figured out weather patterns, weather cycles. So by knowing what the theme is on every single cycle, then you know what you can and can't do, and what life does and does not support. So every theme, whether it's a great theme or a small theme, has its own character, personality, and feel. The who or the what of that particular monsoon theme. Fridays have a feel to it, Mondays have a feel to it, Sundays have a feel to it. And this tells us what is and is not possible, okay, by knowing what the theme is for that particular cycle. Okay? Has anybody ever gone on a blind date? I mean a really, really blind date. No? Have you gone on a blind date? How did it turn out? Some good. Just one blind date, or was it more than one blind date? More than one. Okay. Did you know anything about your date? Short hair, long hair, tall, short, smart, dumb, funny. You know.
Not really.
Okay. Has anybody seen a movie recommended to you by a friend, but you have no idea what that movie is? And how did that movie turn out? Was it a good movie or a bad movie? If it was a good movie, maybe you got lucky.
It depended on the friend.
What's that?
It depended on the friend.
I guess so, yeah. Because certain friends have a certain theme, right? So this group of friends appeals to your athletic side.
Yeah.
So you go rollerblading at ECP. Or this set of friends loves art, so they appeal to your theme for love of beauty, exquisite items, and so forth. So if you go into anything blind, you have some expectations, a lot of expectations, or no expectations. It's bad to have some or all or none. Am I going to waste my time, resources, invest my emotional energy? In Singapore, even though it's a small place, getting from point A to point B is often a difficult, tiring, hot, sweaty, crowded, bumpy affair. As one who lives in the mountains in a small town in Canada, it's just me and the geese and the bears and the moose and the deer. Here's a neat story. When I was visiting my grandparents, springtime, 5 years ago, I had the arduous task of hand feeding 19 deer 3 times a day. And we're talking male deer, which is called a buck, with the antlers, and I have a little container of oats, and he's eating, and his antler is just far from my heart. So you're going to talk about having trust and giving off the vibe that you're going to cause no threat or no harm to this particular, or feeding them by hand with apples as well.